a wonderful sunny afternoon this evening. Of course, let me just say it's quite a very, very hot and humid afternoon. And let's say that the house is full this evening. Very unusual. Let's say just Saturday it wasn't like this, but today it was quite a full house. All right. Well, right now as we speak, Nigerian Super Falcons at the MKO Abiola International Stadium in Abuja are entertaining the visiting Cameroonian Indomitable Lioness of Cameroon, and the match is in halftime. Nigeria leading by 1-0. Yes, Estes Okonkwo's 14th minute strike still makes the difference in that encounter, and if it ends that way, automatically Nigeria will be advancing to the final lap of the qualifiers. And who knows, maybe Nigerian flag will be flying at this year's edition of the Olympics. Yesterday, yes, Tornadoes were back to winning ways, and luckily enough was shifted up from the bottom of the league to number 15 in the league, and that is quite a very impressive way. How can they be able to maintain that momentum? By going away and getting something out of their away games, because as it stands now, this battle for relegation is really getting heated. Bayelsa, against all odds, went to Uyo at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, the champion of Nest Stadium, and Pip Aqua United by 1-0. Paul Bassi, the erudite and of course the veteran journalist turned sport administrator, is not really having the best of time in Aqua United. A lot's happening in the exciting world of sports. Nigerian basketball was in the news over the week for all the wrong reasons. But of course, there was a detour, a U-turn at the last minute. The D-Tigers were unable to travel because of paucity of fund. But again, the federal government stepped in. And the question we want to be asking ourselves is, what happens anytime the federal government is not willing to bring forth resources? Does it mean those who are actually clamoring to become president and board members of sporting federations do not have the wide wherewithal, cannot attract sponsors to be able to manage the affairs of their various federations? Because if you look at it, in Europe and elsewhere in the world, these people who are managing the various federations will always source for their own resources. The government will only complement whatever they are actually coming on board with, not this wholesome dependence on the federal government to foot all their bills. Of course, the English League Cup has come and gone. And of course, let's say congratulations to Liverpool fans all over the world that you are able to be quite lucky on the night, and of course, were able to beat desperate Chelsea. Yet were unable to find the back of the net. So Chelsea still winningless in the last 2 seasons. So it is going to be the second season running that Chelsea might be ending the season, if they are not careful, empty-handed. Last season they ended in a very frustrating and very unpredictable position in the league. This season there are every glimpse of hope that Chelsea might end better than last season, because they still have quite a number of matches to play. And already they are already on the 10th in the league, and meaning that maybe they can still push further to maybe European sport somehow, if they keep the momentum going. Okay, we are live on Facebook and Instagram and other social media platforms. All you need to do is to go to Facebook and say Prestige Radio FM and MX, and of course you will be able to follow us live on that. You can go to YouTube. You just go to Prestigefm91.7mx, and of course you will be following us live right here from our studios to anywhere in the world. Okay, and if you have the radio app, again, prestigefmradio.org.ng. If you have the app, you download it, and of course you can follow us anywhere in the world. It is live streamed as we speak all over the globe. So this evening we have somebody who decided to come to the studio. We know he doesn't come on Mondays, but because he worked partially alone yesterday, he has been disturbing everybody that cares to listen, that today he must come to the studio. And true to type, he was here. He's here right now in the studio. Of course, you know why he's here, but unfortunately, he'll be disappointed when we talk about Liverpool. So. That's going to be wrong. And of course, we also know that somebody in the studio. Somebody also, we don't want to talk about Chelsea because Chelsea. Okay.
I don't think it will be fair to Liverpool fans.
Okay. All right. Congratulations to Liverpool fans. All right. Austin is here and Naomi is here. They want to square up. Then we'll allow them to do that. All right. The neutrals are also here. The Gunners are here. The United people who are being disunited. United was disunited over the weekend. Okay. Yes, it was Nigeria, but the question we have come back. Okay, that actually brings me to question to the reality of what has happened in the AFCON. We now saw that the pattern of play was what actually was affecting Nigerian players, because our players were attack minded. They were not playing so deep in their respective club, and we saw the best of them whenever they play in their respective club. So we need a coach that is no more a secret, but again, trust the NFF.
They are doing the most.
We are going to watch out in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks precisely, if we'll be having